What's up guys, and welcome to another video. Today we will go over everything you need to know for the T side of Vertigo, and without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, first off, we have the default of default smokes here for the T side. It will be the one to short from T-spawn. First off, get on this railing here. Look all the way up into the sky, and just where those two beams meet, jump, throw your smoke. Smoke goes nice over the buildings and lands early into short, preventing any enemies from peeking you towards ramp. Next up, we have some B smokes from the T spawn. Fast B smokes here. First off, get into this corner here by the railing and then look up here. The first smoke will be for the right side electric. Throw it just where your crosshair is here. Crosshair as shown, and then jump, throw your smoke. Smoke goes nice and high and lands perfectly in front or between the wall and electric there to cover off your cross to sight. This smoke is just like the other one, just for the left side of electric. First off, get into this corner again, and instead of aiming here, aim a bit further left where this line is there and meets all the way up to here. Jump, throw your smoke. And then the smoke goes nice and high again, goes past the electric and lands perfectly on the left side of electric to give you a bit of extra cover to cross the site. The last two smokes would be something that I would throw fast in a B rush or in the pistol round. What you can do, if you get a third smoke, you can even smoke off the headshot position to have absolute full wall of smokes for B, which would be at the same position from here as well, and then just aim into the middle of this field here with your crosshair as shown, and then jump, throw your smoke. Smoke goes nice and high over everything again and lands perfectly behind this smoke here and perfectly there onto headshot. Okay, next up we have a molotov for headshot position. If you have all three smokes out or you have smoked them singularity from here, then that's fine. You can still molly headshot. One of your B players, early B players, can get in front of this wooden line. Doesn't have to be 2 pixel perfect. Look up to this beam, look for the yellow dot, just aim a bit above that and left click your molotov. Lands perfectly on to headshot, mollying out. If you have your 3 smokes lying here, then either the enemy will be forced out into the open, granting you with an easy frag, or you can easily get onto site if the enemy forces back to electric and into cover. You can cross the site safely. Okay, next up we have a bit of a default smoke here. First off, get into this corner. This will be for the right side electric as well. If you want to play a bit slower, go for map control first and late execute. You can do this. Get into this corner here. Look for the blue cloth up top on the box, but go for the crouch first and then just stand up. Aim with the crosshairs shown and left click your smoke. Goes perfectly to the right side of electric and you can cross to site safely, blocking all vision here from heaven. If they jump or boost, they can see you, but this is a rare case there. Cross the site, get some flashes, and easy B site control. Okay, next up we have a different smoke there, which is a bit more for a B split. If you have teammates coming around middle and you commit to B and split B, or you want to take some control towards deeper B into the CT area, you can do the smoke. First off, get into this corner here. Look for this area here, exactly where this railing and this B meet up, like there, and then just jump, throw your smoke. Smoke does a very high fly and lands perfectly deep into the CT entrance here, covering off more area for you and your teammates to go and commit. As I said, if you have a B split here, doesn't make any sense to smoke off the E-box because your teammate can't split properly and help you on site. So go for the deeper smoke there and you would grant it with an easy frag, sandwich your enemy and get to B site. Okay, next up, if you have thrown your deep CT smoke and you're in this corner here, and I said throw your smoke there, jump onto the sandbags here and then just aim for the top of this railing here with the molotov, and then just left click your molotov, which lands perfectly onto headshot, mulling out the enemy's AWPer here. If you have more smokes in your disposal, you can smoke off the default wall of smokes here and get the AWPer or the player behind the headshot boxes out of cover into the open or back defensive towards CT area. Okay, last but not least, for the B side will be a more essential molotov. Instead of the headshot molly thrown but from the same position here is for this annoying guy behind pillar. Get him out of that position there, or that could be a big bad surprise for you and your team committing to B. First off, same position as before. Get into this area here, just stand in front of that box, and then what I do, I line it up with those two dots here. That dot here, and then crosshair there. That's how I do it. Then just jump throw. Molotov lands nicely behind the pillar. It does depend on how it lands, but it burns out this area here anyway, forcing him into the open. He would have to smoke that off to survive or force and fight your team committing to B. Get an easy frag there. Okay, next up we have some utility for middle. First off, we have a molly. I love to throw this every single round. You can do it on the run, but I'll show you how to do it precisely. First off, get yourself in front of this metal beam here. Look for the top of this beam and the wall where they meet together. They 1, 2, 1.5 steps forward and let go of your molly. Should look something like this. Molotov goes in the middle, burns out that corner here, prevents people from boosting up here, and takes out this annoying AWP angle close to the box there as well, giving you a bit more room. And if you get a bit of practice, you can just come up, run up the stairs, and do it like that on the fly. And it does the same job without wasting any time. And as I said, get a bit more room for your commitment towards middle. Okay, next up we have another Molotov. This is for B site, or for the B pillar, thrown from the middle for your middle players. If you're going on a B split, you can do a supportive Molotov like this if you want to. Get into this corner here first off, then look for this yellow dot, follow it up until the edge just where those two beams meet. Take 1-2 step forward and then left click your Molotov. Molotov lands perfectly behind the pillar, extinguishing every single position the enemy could stand. He has to smoke himself off or go outside in the open and take the fight, ready for your teammates to just eliminate him and get an easy frag on B. Okay, next off we have another smoke from middle, which is a bit more of a supportive smoke there to get for your B split, to get through towards B site and help your teammates over heaven or construction or boost or whatever you want to call it. First off, get into this corner here. Look for this metal beam and align your crosshair just with the middle of the pallets here, and then run forward, and as soon as your crosshair hits the pallets, you just jump throw your smoke. All in all, this should look something like this. Bounces off the wall there and lands perfectly into middle, eliminating every position left and right. Beware, a player can stand up on here, but this is a very niche angle to hold from in the middle, but you can cross easily to sight, extinguishing all vision from here, and concentrate your fight towards B and sandwich the enemies on B with your teammates approaching from stairs. Okay, next up, let's start with the A utility for the A site. First off, this smoke is a bit more of a niche smoke. It's more of a fake smoke, at least I use it as a fake smoke. First off, look for this shadow on the ground. You have to align your crosshair with this tippy top bit of the shadow there. Beware, in CS2, your shadow does cover up this spot, but that is about it. So get a feeling for it and then you'll be fine. Look for this dot here and then shift walk until you hit this area there. All in all, this should look something like this. Jump throw, obviously, and then the bounces nice off the pillar there and lands almost perfectly into the middle, but does smoke off the right side. Maybe your enemies will think that this will be an A hit there while you're just faking it. You can do this late round, mid round, whatever. One advantage that is there is that this window doesn't have to be broken anymore because there are no windows here in CS2, so that would just make it easier for you to fake towards A. Next up, we have some utility for the A site, more than default utility for A site, and this will be the left and right side smoke on the bomb spot. First off, get into this corner here, look for this yellow metal bar, followed all the way down to here, and then just jump through your smoke. Bounces off there and lands perfectly into the left side, covering off your cross some short, and making a hard time for enemies to peek you and to spot you. Okay, next up we have the right side smoke for the A site. There is a way to do this with actually aiming and standing in positions. If you're a bit routine, you just do it on the fly, but I'll show you how to do it safely anyway. First off, I walk on this line here, so I'll just stand there, which covers you mostly from the peak, from sandbags and from headshot, except if he's on top here. You can hold this, and when it's time to release your smoke, go to your smoke and look for this beam up there. That's about the height you need, but be careful that you don't throw it on the line here. Go a bit further left and then just left click your smoke. Smoke bounces off there and lands perfectly on to the right side with the left side smoke here. You have a safe cross sight and can go for your plant. Okay, next up we have some molotovs here for the A side. First one will be for headshot from the same position as you've done your smoke. So you are here, throw your smoke up there, and then take out your molly and align your crosshair just a bit right of this brick pile and this pillar here, just like that. Take a step forward and the molotov will land perfectly into headshot, burning out this area and even a bit deeper, covering everything. And behind your smoke, that is, so enemies have to go back into the defensive side here, or maybe even jump on top, granting you with an easy frag there. Okay, next up we have another molotov there, one of the most essential ones for this play. For A side, you have to get this mollied or double naded or use your utility, whatever, the one for sandbags. First off, I like to align myself with this one here, and then just, you can see this pillar, just aim somewhere over the pillar. You can do it from here, you can do it from there. I wouldn't recommend that because he can peek you there, but somewhere safe, anywhere on this area here. Doesn't have to be too perfect. Then just left click your molotov. It always lands there, perfectly there. Best case scenario, you have a mate up here or even on the sandbags, peeking and holding this angle in case he has to run out, and you can get granted with an easy frag there. Okay, next up we have another bit of utility for deep elevator. If you want to take a bit more control there, you can do this. First off, get your molotov and stand here at the sandbags, jump up there and just stay on the tip, don't move afterwards. Then look for this area up there just above the beam where those triangles are, and then left click your molotov. What this does is it will deny or prevent early rotations here from the CTs whilst you're committing to a site. What you can do in addition to this, if you go on there, jump up here, you can go for the molotov up there, and because the smoke extinguishes the molotov, it instantly pops. It will get the elevator area smoked off and will leave, sometimes, it doesn't really work consistently, that's the problem, sometimes leave the molotov burning here. So if they push through the smoke, they will be granted with a big surprise. Easy for you committing, getting some elevator control, and even prevent some rotations. Okay, next up we have another smoke which is thrown from short. If you want to, in a rare case scenario, get a deep elevator smoke, you can do so. First off, obviously make sure someone covers you or even is on site already. You can go in this corner then here, look for this shadow, and then just go a bit further left. You have to get through this gap up there. So a bit further left, just as my crosshair is, aim as shown, and then press W and jump at the same time. Just tip W, don't run. It's just a tip, jump, throw, and then it should be perfectly bounce off the pillar there and land perfectly close to elevator, smoking off that and giving you a bit more time before the rotations arrive. Okay, last thing for this video will be a set piece for the default molotov and the default smoke here. First off, make sure your teammate's covering you from short. Get into this area here. Look for these two dots up there, just go in the middle of them a bit higher, just on the edge of that, then left click your smoke. What this will do is land the smoke on the right side a bit deeper there, combine it with your left one, and you'll be good to go. What you do then is take the molotov, look for this platform there, just a bit left, about the height of the platform and the width of the dot there, like that. Then just take a step forward, one or two. What this will do is land perfectly into headshots, smoke off the right side, and will grant you with some extra space to work and commit to A. Okay guys, that was it for the video. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you learned something to make your games on Vertigo easy and better. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.